my personal opinion, I'm being honest, traveling around the world would teach you way more than you would learn if you just went to public school. I fell in love with the Philippines instantly. The people are extremely nice. Here, it's just more accepting, just more relaxed, more vibes, and you know, there's a lot of beaches and islands nearby you can get to pretty quickly.
This is Joshua, a travel content creator that's been traveling all throughout Asia. Today, we check out his condo, and he'll share exactly why he came back to the Philippines. Can this digital nomad prove why life outside of America is better? Let's find out now.
Another beautiful day in the Philippines. Today we are in the Greenbelt area of Makati, Metro Manila, and we're doing another expat condo tour. Super excited for this one today. Can't wait for you to meet our special guest. But let's get into it. All right, so just now crossing the street. We're walking up. It's a pretty hot day, but looks like I see our guest over here. What's going on, Joshua? What's going on, bro? Yeah, man, it's been great. Could you briefly just introduce yourself to the channel?
My name is Joshua Shu, whatever you want to call me, man. Peace, love, Shu. I'm a YouTuber, and I'm from the States, Atlanta, Georgia, to be exact. I've been living in Asia for a little over a year now. I started off in Malaysia, then I moved to Vietnam for like a year. And the last couple of months, I've been kind of backpacking around. I've been in the Philippines and some more places, man, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Where are we now?
We are at this gym, so-called gym, okay? That's what they want to call it, man. I came here yesterday, I had on my workout clothes. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get a good workout. I'm about to do some pull-ups, some push-ups. I was disappointed.
All right, so we're checking out the gym.
This is the gym. It's like the gym that SpongeBob had when he was like working out that one episode.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's not that great. Yeah, it's not too much to say, man. But yeah, at least they tried.
I mean, at least you have a gym.
Is this a gym?
There's some weights. You got a bike that was from like the 70s. My mom probably had that bike, bro.
Yeah, and
You
we
got
this.
the elliptical.
Yeah.
Why does every gym have, this must be like the cheapest piece of equipment because every gym on planet Earth has an elliptical.
It's a little rusted.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the gym.
Is there a pool?
Here's the pool.
All right, there's a pool, so maybe the pool could make up for it.
Pool's okay. I'm not sure how deep it is, actually. No numbers. That might be a hazard.
Yeah, this looks like this is no more than like 4 feet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. But this is not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You have a, nice rooftop view. You got the whole Greenbelt area. That's Greenbelt number 3. And in case y'all didn't know, there's like, what, 5 different Greenbelts.
Also, this area of Makati looks amazing at night. Like these skyscrapers or buildings or whatever you want to call them, like, yo, they're all lit up at night and they look super, super dope. I see like hundreds of people running like every single night. So it's another like upstairs part. It's like a basketball court type thing, but I don't think it's been used in like the last 50 years. So,
Probably not.
this is the rooftop. You feel me? But it's chill. The pool is nicer than the gym, though, I will say.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is a, temporary place.
Yeah, temporary place.
If this was your, headquarters, your HQ, you might need to talk to management or something like that. But hey, this is not bad for a temporary spot.
I think that's a selling point. A lot of times it's like luxury apartment for this price, bro. You're gonna like not gonna use it.
Out of all of the condo tours I've done, literally every single one of them, no one used their pool.
Yeah, nobody.
No one.
Yeah.
So you are a digital nomad. You've been traveling around all throughout.
Sir.
Not just the Philippines, but Southeast Asia.
Like I said, I was staying in Vietnam for like a year. So these last couple of months I've been backpacking, but it's like luxury backpacking. Like instead of staying in a hostel everywhere I go, I've been like in like different Airbnbs, cool Airbnbs. I like staying in nice Airbnbs. It gives me a good vibe and just motivates me. If you look around, this place is kind of like older. It doesn't look like this on the inside. So
wow.
Yeah, this is the inside. It's a studio apartment and yeah, super chill vibe. So this right here is the kitchen area. Got a refrigerator right here, sink, burner stove. A lot of stoves in Southeast Asia, they only have like one burner for whatever reason. Yeah. But this one has 2 burners, has like all the utensils and stuff you can need. And then right behind here is the closet area. So we got like storage. Got like my luggage and hoodies and whatever in there. Yeah, some more storage. And then we got a full body mirror right there. If you come over here, we have the living room. And yeah, super nice couch. It's like an L couch, super comfortable. So I just woke up like maybe 15 minutes before he got here. So I was taking a nap. This kind of an indention over there. You can see where I was sleeping at. And then right here we have like a nice bathroom or whatever. You can go in there and check it out if you want to. Super chill.
Yeah, this is nice, modern.
That's what I'm saying. So it's cool. It's modern on the inside, on the outside. It's like I don't know, it's like a good little trick. You never know what to expect.
Yeah, this is definitely a hidden gem. Something like this, most people just pass up.
Yeah.
Especially if they were thinking like, this building's probably built in, late 90s or early 80s or something.
And the location is crazy too, like around where we are. You're gonna see it in a second, but like where we are is just like prime location. And then we got the bed right here. Super nice bed. I don't know if this is a California king or what, but it's
This is definitely a king size.
Yeah, king size bed. Yeah, it's very nice. I have the fan over here. Then we got the dining room right here. Yeah, so this spot is definitely super cool vibe. I love it at night because like it has like so much different lighting. There's lighting here, lighting here. You can control the switches and really set a dope vibe. The one thing I dislike about this space is that it is not a lot of natural light in here. And even if I put up these blinds, it's like a tint on the window. It doesn't really come through super clear, but I do love natural lighting and this place doesn't have that. But other than that, man, I love it. It's dope, chill, you know what I'm saying? So if you are in the Philippines, you want a cool spot to stay at. But yeah, man, so this is the spot.
And by the way, we're gonna take you guys on a tour around the area to show you a little bit more around this area of Makati. And then if you stick with us towards the end of the video, that's when we'll drop information on the price. All right, gang, so we're walking to Greenbelt Mall, checking out everything in the area. I wanted to know what made you pick this area?
Actually, I was staying closer to like the Poblacion. I stayed at this Airbnb that I stayed at before and it was cool, like super nice vibes. And I booked it again. They put me in a different room. It had gnats everywhere. The shower was like flooded. The sink didn't drain. It was like just a completely different experience in the same building. Yeah, it was terrible. And so I actually was about to just go to Cebu, but I was like, you know what? I canceled my flight and stuff. And then I just booked this place. Cause this is an issue I've ran into a couple times in Makati on Airbnb. If it looks nice and it's cheap, it probably has like roaches or something like that. So definitely check your reviews. Make sure if you are booking an Airbnb, it has at least like 4.8 or 4.9. Anything below that, it probably has roaches. And read the reviews. It says roaches, believe them, they definitely have roaches and bugs and you're not gonna like it. Area is like awesome, like definitely different from BGC. Probably has all of the same stores as BGC, if not more. Right. They have a lot of designer stores. I don't know if they have like a designer district in the BGC or not. It's like Golden Goose right there. Yeah. It's like Prada over there. It's like
and I saw, Rolex and Versace and all these other places. One thing I've been wanting to ask you is you've been to different parts of the Philippines.
Right.
What keeps drawing you to Metro Manila?
For me personally, I just like being in the city. The province is cool, but it's slower, more chill, and sometimes that's cool, but also I like this vibe too. I like being in the city, the midst of like everything going on. And even like recently I went to Cebu and I kind of changed my mind. Before I was like, I really, really like Cebu, but like now I really, really like Makati. I think also, or just Manila in general, but I met some Black and Filipino people. And so like it's cool to be connected with that community here too. I didn't really experience that in Cebu, but it felt like it's just a really cool community to be around in Makati. So I definitely like that.
I've heard so many positive things about the Greenbelt area.
Yeah. I didn't even know this place existed at all until like maybe a week or two ago. So.
All right, so we decided to make a pit stop. We've been walking around the Greenbelt Mall and we want to just sit down, have Joshua drop some gems because he's been traveling all throughout Southeast Asia, and there's a lot of information and knowledge he wanted to share based off his experience. I've been watching your channel for a minute. You've been traveling all over, and it's really inspiring. Like, what inspired you to actually start traveling through Southeast Asia?
I think just my inspiration to travel in general led me to Southeast Asia, because before I went to Europe, I went to Costa Rica and stuff like that, and I had such a good time just being outside the US, and I'm like, okay, I definitely want to live outside the US. I decided that before I even knew anything about Asia. Like, Asia was never in my thought process whatsoever at all. I was actually thinking like Costa Rica was where I was gonna move to. I was just on Instagram one day scrolling, and then I seen this like guy, I think, and he was living in Bali, and he was just showing all of his amenities, where he was staying at the villa, his friends, the drinks, the food, and then he like got to how much he was spending. I'm like, wow, that's unbelievable. So I went to Airbnb to check out like the prices and stuff like that, and he wasn't lying. I was seeing stuff like $425, $450 a month, and I was like, okay, maybe that's something I should check out. And so at that point, I became interested in Asia. I just booked my flight like maybe a day or two later, and I just came to Malaysia with no type of research.
Wow.
I watched one video. It was this older black lady, and she was talking about how she had no problems in Malaysia and how it was safe and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, if this older black lady is safe, I know I will be fine.
Yeah.
So I booked the flight to Malaysia, booked the Airbnb, with the pool, of course, that I didn't use, and yeah, the rest is history.
So Malaysia, and then from Malaysia, you start, exploring different areas of
Venturing
Southeast
out.
Asia.
Yeah, so I went to Malaysia, and then I was staying in Kuala Lumpur. I went to what's it called? Oh, Kuta Kinabalu. That had like one of the nicest sunsets in the world for sure. And then that's still in Malaysia. But then my first time leaving Malaysia, I went to Bali, Kuta Bali, and then I went to Japan. I went to Tokyo and Osaka. And then from there, this girl I met in the US, she was actually living in Vietnam. And I was just watching her stories. Before this, I've never known anything about Vietnam, but I was watching her story. I'm like, yo, she looks like she's having a blast every single day. It just looks so fun. She's on the beach, she's at park. I'm like, this looks lit. I hit her up, I'm like, what do you think about me coming to Vietnam? She's like, you should definitely do it. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's so crazy. The day before I arrived, she ended up having to move back to the States. So I didn't even end up seeing her at all. But thankfully, she like plugged me with all of her friends. And so when I got there, I instantly met a very popular DJ, shout out my boy Zay, Noise, out there in Ho Chi Minh City. He introduced me to like all his friends and all his crowd. So I was like adapted in like the day I landed. Ever since there, I fell in love with Ho Chi Minh.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then so after Ho Chi Minh City, stayed there for a year, and then I decided, I wanted to something new. I don't like being too comfortable. I like to stay outside my comfort zone and try new things, and so that's why I started backpacking and I came here to the Philippines.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. What do you think about the Philippines?
So this is actually my second time. My original first time was in February. I fell in love with the Philippines instantly. Like the English, I think is like amazing. I know a lot of people say, okay, you go to a different place, you should learn their language. It's hard to do that. So I travel so much. Every single video, they're like, yo, you need to learn the language. I'm like, I'm in a new country every single week. Like, I can't learn all of these languages. I don't have time to do both. So it's either y'all want YouTube videos or y'all want me to learn the language. Which one do y'all want? That was one of my first impressions. It's awesome for content. I could walk down the street and somebody just interact with me, and that's amazing. But the people are extremely nice, especially in areas like Greenbelt or BGC. Like, yes sir, yes ma'am, like all of that. It's like Chick-fil-A everywhere you go.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's awesome service. Like, I love it. You know what I mean? And you get stared at less here. In some areas of Asia, you get like stared at like intensely. Here, it's just more accepting, just more relaxed, more vibes. And there's a lot of beaches and islands nearby you can get to pretty quickly.
How has traveling abroad changed you as a young adult?
I want to say that in a lot of different ways. It completely changed who I am. In my personal opinion, I'm being honest, traveling around the world would teach you way more than you would learn if you just went to public school. Learning about different cultures, how people interact with each other. You could grow up your whole life thinking something is completely normal, seeing something is completely normal, and then you go to somewhere else, and for example, in Japan, they teach manners in school, like an actual class. Like they teach manners, and so their community, their country is so respectful because that's how the children are raised. But you would never know that if you only stay in the U.S. or something like that. Because when you travel, your mind is expanded so much, you aren't able to completely relate, and you're not really interested in conversations with your friends back home because they can only think so big. They can only relate so much. The things that they talk about, it just aren't as interesting because it's like the same old. Like the things that you escape from are the things that they are going to bring up and stuff like that is not really your reality. And I will say, once you leave, if you travel to Asia, I will say, and you kind of adapt to the culture, it's going to be hard to go back to your way of life.
Yeah, I would say, living abroad, traveling abroad, you're definitely going to expand your mindset and think more globally.
Yeah.
I realize how small the problems are in the United States because there's a whole world outside of our country.
Yes. I see people complain, and I'm like, you can leave.
That
so it's like, what's the point of complaining?
Yeah.
You can just leave.
Yeah.
Like, you can just leave. I don't like to hear people complain about the same thing. Like, okay, if you got a grievance you want to express, cool, but like, do something about it or like accept it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get a lot of flack on my videos because, and not just me, but other expats who have decided to, temporarily or permanently leave America. A lot
Yeah.
of people say, well, how could you leave your country? But,
Yeah.
you know, at the same time, you can either wait for things to change
Yeah.
or you can change what's around
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
But for me, I wanted to change everything around me, my whole environment.
Yeah.
And since then, you know, my life has been a lot happier.
Yeah.
My mental clarity, you know, peace of mind. I don't have to worry about all of the political drama
Yeah.
or whatever agendas are happening because it's not happening wherever I'm at.
Yeah. Now, yeah, it's definitely important to like create your life. You only got one life to live.
But you know, another thing too, I met a guy, he's living overseas now. He has a kid, he is married. So
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter. Like, whoever you are, don't let anything hold you back.
Yeah.
Single, not single,
Yeah.
divorced,
Yeah.
old,
Yeah.
young,
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
I actually I did an interview in Da Nang with my friends Jay and Sarah. Shout out Jay and Sarah, definitely check them out. They are a black couple from Atlanta, and they're living
Wow.
in Vietnam together. And they've been
That's
living
awesome.
over there for like over a year now, at least 1 year for
Yeah.
sure, but maybe like a year and a month. But so yeah, actually like even if you're not single, like definitely like it doesn't matter, like you say, your
Yeah.
circumstances, definitely like make the trip, especially if you aren't happy where you're from. Like you will be able to adapt somehow, some way.
exactly. Okay, so let's switch gears a little bit.
Yeah.
How is dating life? You living the bachelor life abroad?
Bachelor life.
What is that like?
Man, it's honestly amazing. I was just telling my homie the other day, like, it's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie, it's awesome.
Okay.
It's super chill. I literally have no complaints whatsoever. Like, I think it's like dating over here is just way better, way more fun. I have a lot of like just female friends too, and it's like it's not even like dating, like just meeting women in general that just want to hang out and just are chill and don't mind just hanging out. Like, it's a lot of that here too, especially like just traveling, and I travel so much, so it's literally no complaints. Like, they're nice, they're sweet, they like to cook, and they like to eat, and they like to hang out, and they like to go to the beach and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's all good vibes, man. I have no
Yeah.
complaints. Like, if you're not single, if you're looking for a relationship, I definitely think like Asia is an awesome place to go. And it's so interesting, like I've never in my life dated Asian women until I moved to Asia. Like in the US, I just not like I was opposed to it, I just maybe like my school was like 90% black, so
Yeah.
I just wasn't really around that at all. But now that I've been here, it's just like just awesome experience.
It's kind of funny because, you know, I see some guys come out here and they struggle in dating.
Yeah.
And then I see some guys kill it. I personally believe that whoever you are in the United States,
Yeah.
that's exactly who you're going to be overseas. Like,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
people
yeah.
think as soon as they get off the plane, it's just about to be
Yeah,
baddies
yeah.
lined
Yeah,
up
yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that. And maybe, you know, because of the passport bro movement
Yeah.
and some of these other content creators out here, they've painted the picture like that.
Yeah.
To where guys think, oh,
Yeah.
I touched down in Thailand
Yeah.
and Vietnam
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Philippines. They are lined up.
Yeah, I will say, you see videos of a guy walking down the street and like a bunch of girls, it's working girls,
Yeah.
okay? It's not anything genuine at all, and I wasn't aware of that. And I also didn't think it was going to be like that.
Right.
But like, you know what I mean? I'm seeing it. I'm like, what the heck? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's a bunch of working girls. But in general though, I think, yeah, like you said, me personally, like I never really struggled with women, like even back home, like literally my whole life or whatever. And so that is probably true. Whoever you were back then, you're going to be the same here. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think, but it's also it's interesting. Like now that I've been here for like a year, like I think I just have more experience dating as well, so it just makes it like a lot easier. I understand
Right.
like how to like interact with the women here, what they like to do, what they don't like to do, and all that type of stuff. I would say this, in my opinion, I think this westernized women, but this is the difference between the States and Asia, right? The elders do not support that BS.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You act however you want, the elders are not supporting that here. And I think in the US it's like the grandma is this way,
Right.
the mother is this way, and
Yeah.
the child, like, you know what I mean? And
Right.
so that isn't, so I think that's the big difference. I think that's gonna be the difference maker, that
For
like
sure.
it's rules and regulations and standards here. So I think that's like the one thing that's holding everything together. Also, I think it also helps you spot the women to stay away from, because they stick out like a sore thumb. Like if they act Western, you'll know it immediately, because most of the women don't act like that.
Yeah, and you know, you touched on something that we can switch gears to
Yeah.
as well. Cost of living.
Yes.
So comparing, you know, where you came from in the States, you were from
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. So cost of living has actually gone up in Atlanta.
No, for sure.
For my
Not
real
cheap.
estate business, a lot of my clients are moving from Atlanta to Houston,
Yeah,
but that's another conversation for another day. But even just where you used to live in
Yeah.
Atlanta, How would you compare that to the cost of living in any of the countries that you stayed in?
It's a complete difference. Like, for example, if you go to anywhere in Asia, Philippines or Vietnam, or especially Southeast Asia, Thailand, if you look at what you could get on, because I just book everything through Airbnb. Right. I'm just like a very temporary here, gone person. If you look at what you could get for $1,000 a month here versus what you could get for $1,000 a month in Atlanta, like, it will be completely different. Completely different. And so yeah, the dollar just stretches out way further here. And like we were talking about before, like the Philippines is surprisingly, I'm not gonna lie, surprisingly more expensive than I thought it was. I didn't realize, because I know we was having a conversation, and I said like because in Vietnam you could get by with like $1,000 a month. You cannot do that here in the Philippines. I would say that you definitely cannot do that. I underestimated how expensive it was, but yeah, it's not like crazy. It's definitely not like the U.S. at all. But yeah, so you don't need like you said, $2,000 a month, $1,500. You could definitely get by, be comfortable here in the Philippines. But Thailand, Vietnam, you can still get by with $1,000, $1,300 a month and be good with no worries.
Y'all check this out. They got the Balmain store. You got a lot of different shops, restaurants, bars, a lot of high-end shopping out in the Greenbelt, Makati area.
So we was talking about like the cost of living.
Yes.
We spoke about this before, but like the cost of living, no matter what you spend, it all comes down to like budgeting. Budgeting is extremely, extremely important, no matter if you're spending $500 a month on rent or if you're spending $2,000 a month on rent, because what will happen is, let's say you make like $2,500 a month. If you don't budget correctly and your rent is like $1,000, you will figure out how to spend the rest of that money if you don't budget, and you will end up wasting a ton of money. My advice to you guys, if you're watching this video, check out this book. It's called Richest Man in Babylon. That's a great book that will teach you about money, how money works, what you need to be doing with your money, and all of that type of stuff. Also, I love the book As a Man Thinketh. That's another great book just about mindset, mentality, and stuff like that. All of that plays a part in living overseas.
So, as you can see, we're still walking through. You got the Prada store behind us. We just passed up Hermes. So this is a pretty good area if you want to be around some nice scenery, nice people, high-end shopping. Look, you got Givenchy. Am I even pronouncing this right, or is it Givenchy or?
Hey, you know what's so funny?
Yeah.
In Vietnam, nobody wears real stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they have the
knockoffs, the fakes.
Yo, I promise you, if you wear, like, people will judge you for wearing the real stuff.
Wow.
Yes, because like you just, I swear nobody wears real stuff in Vietnam. It's so funny.
Look, there's no reason to be out here trying to flex. Like, nobody cares.
That's a great point. Look, nobody cares. Like I know in the States it's like, oh, are those Jordans real? Or nobody cares. Like, yo, if you watch my YouTube, I am with a lot of ladies. None of that stuff matters over here. Materialism, none of that matters. Whether you have on a regular black t-shirt, whether you have on a Gucci shirt, they don't care either way, bro. Trust me, that's not what they're concerned with. That's some US materialism. When you come to Asia, bro, you have to get that out of your mind. Forget all of that. It's not about materialism. All of that stuff will slow you down, make you spend more money, waste money. None of that matters, bro. Shoes, clothes, none of that stuff matters, bro. They don't care about it. Nobody's gonna be looking at your shoes. Yeah, it doesn't matter, bro.
Well said. So we took a tour of the place. We took a tour of the Greenbelt Mall, which is literally like footsteps away. Within 5 minutes, you can be in the Greenbelt Mall, chilling, shopping, getting some goodies. I saw some really great restaurants over there.
Yeah.
We made a promise that when we got to the end of the video, we would reveal the price. But y'all drop a comment below, because I'm really curious. I think I know what the price is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure y'all might know what the price is. Maybe y'all do, maybe y'all don't. But this is your last opportunity. Let us know in the comment section below. What do you think is the price?
So this is a per day rental. And so it would be cheaper if you get it through Airbnb instead of how I'm doing it. But right now I'm currently paying $65 a night for this place. I'm only here for literally a few days or whatever. But yeah, so that's how much I'm spending for this place right here. So not too bad. If you are on Airbnb, definitely if you want to get the cheapest possible price, do monthly rentals. Then they give you a whole discount, and you can also maybe negotiate a little bit. But yeah, so $65 a night. You can stay here at the Prince Palace 2 and you could have the small gym with the nice nice crib. And yeah, man. So yeah, that's how much I'm spending, man. Peace, love, shoe.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, y'all make sure to check out Joshua's channel. He's a fantastic content creator. He's making content that I personally enjoy. And to be honest with you, I don't watch a lot of people's content.
Yeah.
I almost don't watch anyone's content.
Yeah, me either. I only support my friends.
Yeah, man, but I binge watch your content,
Yeah,
bro.
I appreciate it, brother.
Even before I hit you up, I have been watching you for like several months.
Appreciate it, bro.
You make great content. Y'all make sure to sub his channel, check out his stuff. Bro just got off from a crazy trip in Vietnam, getting into some wild adventures.
Yes, sir.
You also had a couple of videos where you literally flew to China to meet a stranger.
Yeah.
Like
I got another one. I'm going to Korea.
Korea
Yeah.
to meet a stranger, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all check his channel out. So I'm gonna drop all his links to his socials and his YouTube channel in the description and in the top pinned comment. And it's also pinned in the title of this video. So y'all make sure to show him some love. But what inspirational words can you leave our viewers with for someone watching at home who wants to do what you do, travel abroad, take the leap of faith? What inspirational words can you say to the viewers?
Inspirational words, manifestation, okay? Manifestation is goals plus plans plus action. If you do that, you can achieve anything you want in life, okay? But if you don't have the goal, you can't do it. If you don't have the plan, you can't do it. If you don't take the action, you can't do it. You need all of those steps: goals, plans, actions. You could be here in the Philippines and you could be a YouTuber and you can do whatever you want to do in life, but you need that, man. That's the key to manifestation: goals, plans, and action. If you don't take the action, man, you will never achieve it. It doesn't matter how much knowledge you have. It doesn't matter how much resources you have. If you don't put the pedal to the metal or whatever the saying is, you'll never get it, man. So yeah, I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe this video. Subscribe to my channel, Peace, Love, Shoe. And yeah, I'll see y'all later, man. Thank y'all for tuning in.
And hey, if y'all don't know, we did an interview a while back, so I'll tag that in this video as well so y'all can check this out. But hey, we appreciate you watching. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what other content you want to see or what other content creators you'd like me to collab with. But hey, we love you all. Stay safe. God bless. Take care. Peace.